Three-time Daytona 500 champion Denny Hamlin, who has been with Joe Gibbs Racing since 2005, recently delivered an upbeat update on his new car. And he believes that this update is a game changer. So, what exactly is he talking about? And on top of that, what are the most recent changes to the next-gen car's short track package? Well, for that, you'll have to be with us until the end. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. So far, 3 different drivers, including Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Busch, and William Byron, have won the first 3 races of the 2023 NASCAR season. Now, the NASCAR circus is going to Phoenix for this weekend's race at the 1-mile-long Phoenix Raceway track, which is very different from the tracks we've seen so far this season. Denny Hamlin recently gave his competitors a strong warning and told them about the game-changing upgrade that his team, Joe Gibbs Racing, will bring this weekend. Denny Hamlin told co-host Jared Allen on the latest episode of the Actions Detrimental podcast that his car had no chance of making it to the Final Four last year. The number 11 Toyota driver was also upbeat when he told the big news about the team's improvements for the next race weekend in Phoenix. And now Denny Hamlin has revealed a big secret about JGR's new car. Denny Hamlin said on the most recent episode of the Actions Detrimental podcast, "We have, the short track package. This week we're getting a new short track package. I think I need to take back everything I said about Phoenix because that's going to change the game." The 42-year-old driver thinks that JGR's short track package could help him a lot in Phoenix. He also thought that most of the drivers and engineers would be concentrating on getting their setups right this weekend since the downforce on the track is 30% less than it was last year. Also, Hamlin seemed excited about the next race and eager to make a name for himself after a few disappointing races so far this year. At the same time, the co-owner of 2311 Racing made a huge guess about how the race's field would look. Denny Hamlin said, "I think you should pay attention to the times of practice, because I think we could see some of the biggest spreads from first to last that we've seen in a while, until these teams get their bearings." The 3-time winner of the Daytona 500 thought that the lack of downforce would make it hard for teams to get their cars to stay stable, which could be a huge problem. He also said that some of the teams might surprise the other teams with things that didn't go as planned during the race. Now let's take a look at Cup's new short track package for the Sunday race at the Phoenix Raceway. This weekend, at Phoenix Raceway, NASCAR will debut a new short track package designed specifically for the next-gen car. The disappointing race at some smaller tracks in 2022 is going to be improved thanks to the adjustments, which call for a reduction of downforce of 30%. So exactly what changes did they make to the short track package? The most noticeable change is the 2-inch spoiler, which is half the height of spoilers on other tracks. The width of the short track spoiler is 58 inches, which is less than the 60 inches used at other tracks. But the changes that matter the most are under the car. The next-gen car has a smooth underbody that moves air out from under the car to create downforce. With less pressure, the car stays on track. Most of the work is done by a part of the car's undercarriage called the diffuser. In the picture shown in the video, we have drawn a yellow outline around the diffuser. We have also written the names of the skirts on the diffuser and the 5 strakes that are between the skirts. In the next picture, you can see how long the diffuser is. You can also see the bolts that connect the parts. The modular design is a big reason why NASCAR was able to put the new package into place so quickly. But what exactly is a strake? A strake is an aerodynamic part, like a splitter or a spoiler, that makes air move over or under a car in a very specific way. Andrew McColgan, a NASCAR aerodynamics expert at Chevy's Charlotte Technical Center, said that the subtleties of vortex dynamics are needed to fully understand. So let's compare the two. Think about a stadium or other place where a lot of people gather. People want to leave as quickly as possible when the event is over. If there is only one big exit, people move from all directions toward it. They have to either go slower or faster so they don't run into each other. It's pretty much just free-for-all. A better plan is to make lanes that move people in the right direction. When people leave the stadium, they can see where the lanes are and plan their routes ahead of time. In the same way, you can think of strakes. They make the air move out from under the car as quickly as possible. The new short track package for the next gen takes away the 3 interior strakes, which are already shown in the photos by red arrows, and shortens the diffuser skirts. This makes it harder for air molecules to leave the bottom of the car quickly, which decreases downforce. Even though it's at the back of the car, the diffuser makes downforce in both the front and the back. To keep the car balanced, the the engine panel strakes, which are closer to the front of the underbody, also had to be taken off. But before we move further, tell us your thoughts on the Game Changers' claims of Denny Hamlin. And yeah, if you want more NASCAR news, to subscribe to our channel. So does this mean less downforce means the driver has to do more? NASCAR's Vice President for Vehicle Performance, Eric Jacuzzi, said on SiriusXM Radio's The Morning Drive that the new short track package has about 30% less total downforce than the old one. Due to the smaller spoiler, testing showed that there wasn't much of a drop in straightaway speed, but the speeds in corners dropped by about 8 miles per hour. Cars that have a lot of downforces can go anywhere the driver wants on the track. Most of the time, the fastest way around the track is the shortest one. That's the line that everyone wants to run. When cars are so close in speed, it's hard to pass because you have to go a longer distance. Josh Wilson, who is in charge of Chevy Motorsports engineering group for NASCAR Aerodynamics, says that drivers have more options with cars that have less downforce. Drivers will have to try out how they go into and out of corners, how fast they hit the brakes and gas, and where on the track their cars work best. Ideally, all of that should make more people pass and make the race better. Will it work in Phoenix, though? Booty Barker, who is Bubba Wallace's crew chief, told, "I don't think it'll get any worse." But he sees the new short track package from Next Gen as a first step. Since the diffuser is put together with bolts, it wasn't too hard to take off the strakes. When there are bigger changes, only one supplier can make enough new parts to supply all the teams. But is it possible to have one car for all tracks? NASCAR wanted the Next Gen to have great racing at any track by using the fewest different sets of rules. Super speedways, of course, require unique configurations. The Bristol Dirt Race does too. At the start of the 2023 season, NASCAR added a few short tracks to the list of road courses where cars must run a wet weather package. Because they don't want to have too many difficult sets of rules, Bristol and Dover won't use the new short track changes. These tracks are too fast and have too much banking for the wet weather package. If NASCAR had added the new aero package to these tracks, teams would have had to test the short track package with and without the wet weather package, which costs money for each test. So overall, this remains to be seen how NASCAR balances the needs of different tracks with the one car, all tracks idea. That's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get more NASCAR updates. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.